Hey, what is up? So, yesterday we talked about network access control, and now we're going to the clouds. We're going to the clouds with cloud computing. So, what is cloud computing, and why is it called that? Well, really, I think the whole term cloud computing originated from network diagrams, right? So, often a network engineer, when they're trying to describe the internet, they would represent the collection of routers and switches as a cloud, just to sort of abstract out all the details. And when I refer to cloud computing, we're talking about accessing some resource, maybe some cloud computing resource, using the internet as a medium. And so whenever you log into Google email, Gmail, you are actually accessing software as a service, which is a form of cloud computing. Now, that also brings up some questions, right? Because in cloud computing, you don't really know where the servers are located. They could be located in Hong Kong, Thailand, Singapore, Canada, Israel, Egypt. It could be anywhere in the world, and you don't know where it's located. And that's part of the problem because, of course, the employees that work for those companies might be able to either steal your data, they could misuse it, they could sell it, they could abuse it, essentially, and you wouldn't be aware of that. And so that's one of the chief contentions against cloud computing. But we're not going to talk about that in this video. In this video, I just need to share with you 7 cloud computing concepts you need to know for the test. All right, so there is platform as a service, there is software as a service. By the way, platform as a service contains 3 subcategories. That is public, private, and hybrid. Then you have software as a service, we have infrastructure as a service, and then we're going to talk about community. So platform as a service is a fully managed solution, right? This is where somebody else, so the server lives in someone else's location, doesn't live where you live, and they're managing the patches, they're managing the updates, they're maintaining the configuration, the database, the platform that's needed to host your web application. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's a fully managed solution, and think about like Google Compute, Google App Engine. I'm sorry, Google App Engine is an example of platform as a service. Also, Amazon Elastic Cloud, that's also an example. Now, that will be a public resource that anyone can access. A private cloud is where an organization might still want people to use a cloud computing resource, but they want to restrict access to employees and they want to control that cloud resource. So they might host it on premises and just allow certain employees to connect to that cloud, but everyone can't access it. It's just private to that organization. And then a hybrid cloud is a cross between both the public and the private implementations of the cloud. So the next topic, besides platform as a service in those 3 subcategories, is the software as a service combination. So in software as a service, you can actually use an application over the internet via your web browser. That's all it is. So you have like Google Docs, you have Gmail, you have Office 365, GoToMeeting, Concur, Slack. These are all software as a service, and you're basically getting software on demand. That's pretty much what that is. Now, infrastructure as a service is when you are renting access to the hardware. And so the data center, the switches, and the routers, the company is allowing you to use these hardware devices for a certain fee. And so you're responsible for patching it. You're responsible for installing the operating system, for making sure it's secure. They're just going to give you the hardware. And companies like that would be like Microsoft Azure. You might have Google App Engine, might be another example of that, and Amazon EC2. So in addition to infrastructure as a service, we also have community, and this is just the concept of multiple tenants. You have multiple customers on a single server. They can each access their own resources. They can't access each other's resources. But it's just a way for a software vendor to cut costs because you have multiple tenants on a single server. So that's really all you need to know about cloud computing. Make sure you know those topics: platform as a service. Make sure you know the public, private, and hybrid that we just talked about. Make sure you know the infrastructure as a service, software as a service, and then the community. And tomorrow we are going to dig into protocols and services. Okay, so that's going to be a cool one. Make sure you scroll down right now, scroll down, way down, leave a comment, tell me your questions or ask your questions. And tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, we're going to dig into that protocols and services. Make sure you click the subscribe button because everybody loves subscribes. I love them, and make sure you thumb this video up if you found it informative. All right. So I will see you tomorrow morning. We're going to dig right into this. You're going to pass this test. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye.